Hey yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the part 2 that everybody's been long waiting for. I got 4,000 views on the last video, and just by, if you watched the last video, you could already tell what we're doing here today, or if you read the title, which you probably have, like a normal person. Today we are kind of continuing the last video. I've been getting a bunch of questions and stuff in the comments. Just watch over the video, because I've been testing around, helping out some people in the comments, and my GUI still works. So just keep looking back in the video. I'm gonna be going over a few things real quick. So I've been getting some questions. How do I use this with my exploits? SignXX, Calamari, Serversided, whatever. Proto Smasher, yeah. Anyways, so you can't use it with an exploit. You have to execute your server side using another server side GUI, or you have to backdoor a game, just insert a script and put the require in there. Now you may be wondering, what's the point of using a server-side executor if there already is one? Well, today we are making a server-sided script hub, and we have a whole bunch of list of scripts you guys can put in there, and you can use for your you could use. I want to go over something real quick. So this is what I explained in the last tutorial. When I said you could take out the tutorial key, make sure you have the player. You must have player when you're executing this, because the GUI has to go inside of the player's GUI. So you must keep the player, but this key part or any other thing you put in there, it's optional, but you must have player. So yeah, let's get into this. So everybody really enjoyed the last video, so I thought I'd make another one. It's been a few months. In fact, it's been more months than I thought. So, like in the last video, obviously you want to go to Start GUI, insert a screen GUI. Now click Reset on Spawn. It's going to show up like this, so it's going to be checked. Just uncheck it. Yeah, it's so like, if you move the GUI to the side of your screen, when you reset, it'll go back to the center, and that will get kind of annoying. So I'm gonna also name this tutorial, because why not? And we're gonna make a frame. I'm gonna give this out to you guys probably like in the description or something, because everybody likes my models, I guess. Also, if you want to slap my profile follow, you can. Oh, I haven't really explained what I'm doing. So obviously you want to create the frame, and you want to insert a local script, and I'm just going to rename this local script to draggable, because I want it to the UI to drag. You want to say script.parent.active equals true, script.parent.selectable equals true, and script.parent.draggable equals true. Now this allows the GUI to be dragged across the screen, just like so. And if you don't want it to break, you can give it a less chance of it breaking. You can just do repeat wait, and then you can say until game is loaded. But you really don't need that. It's just a waste of time. It doesn't really break, and if it does, then put that in there. So next, I'm just gonna make this a basic UI again. We're gonna have 4 buttons, and these buttons are gonna run different scripts. So we can name this script. I don't really know what to name it for now. I'm just gonna put something random in here. So obviously, when you're using a script hub, obviously there's different buttons that do different things, and so each button is gonna load a different server-side script. So yeah, you want to insert 4 buttons in the frame, or how many ever you want. Now, we do not need to rename the buttons, which is going to be good, because the method I do this saves a lot of time, unless if you want to be really organized. Alright, so I couldn't find that many scripts, because I don't know what scripts I have that actually work and don't anymore. So if anybody has like a good script pack of like some pretty good scripts in the description, I'll pin your comment and I'll use your scripts. So people have been asking me, how do you make an R6 button? Because it's like a lot of games you play, it's R15. So I'll show you in this video how to make an R6 button. And I'm actually going to credit Tifus, Exoliner guy, for this because he is a script that converts your character rig to R6, and I know there's other ways to do this, except I kind of forgot. So this is our GUI, this is our script hub and this is a good example. So next, let's make this a little more organized and insert a folder, and we can name this folder to remote holder. You don't have to rename it to what I'm naming it, and we can insert a remote event and name this remote event data transfer. So this is pretty much what we got here. So for each actually, I'll just do it this way. So if you haven't already, let's rename our text buttons. So fake name, let's rename them to something completely different than just text button. UTG Minecraft, and we can name this, name this final one to R6. So boom, and now we're nearly finished. So we want to insert a local script inside the frame. This is going to be the data holder. And pretty much what we're about to do is, we have all these buttons in our frame, right? And when we click, and we're going to use the data holder, so when we click a button, the button is going to transfer data to through the data transfer remote, so this remote right here, and it's going to take it to the server, and then we're going to load the script through the server. Let me show you. So if we go back in this script and we define the data remote, so we just say local remote equals script dot parent dot remote holder. Now for this, just do repeat wait until, and it should look something like this. Repeat wait until game : is loaded. So we're gonna wait till the game is fully loaded up, and now we're gonna define the remote. So we're gonna say remote holder : wait for child data transfer. I'm gonna say if remote, then, so if the remote is actually there, then we are going to say we're going to send off the data. So let's start off with the fake name GUI button. So we're going to say script.parent dot fake name dot mouse button one down connect function. So when we left click the fake name button right here, this one, yeah, that one, when we left click that one, we're going to fire the remote. So we're going to say remote : fire server. And just to know what kind of data we're sending over to the server, so the server knows how to handle it, we are just going to say fake name. Now, when the server receives this, the server is going to know what script to execute by this parameter. So make sure you have this input right here, or else your script is not going to work. And I'm going to go ahead, we can do copy and paste right here. So we could take this and we could say this, and instead of this little part right here, we could just say UTG, because that's what I've named my UTG button in the frame. We're just going to say UTG over here, like I said before. We could say Minecraft, because that's the name of the button, and we can say MC or whatever you want to put in there. And then finally, this one is going to be the R6 data, just data. So this is going to be the data for the R6 button, and we're going to have that just say R6 for the button we want to click, and we're just going to say R6. Boom, we finished this. Well, we're halfway done. Now that we have all that sorted out, now we have the beginning finished. Now we have to add in the server. So we can just insert a script into the frame, nothing much, really. And we can call the script server data. Yeah, that's a good name. server data, and inside the server data script we can start defining things. So we want to make so when the remote, so the data transfer is fired, then we're going to load the script. So first we got to wait for it to be fired, so we're going to say script.parent parent.remote holder data transfer on server event connect function. And now we're going to say two parameters. So we're going to say player and data. Now you may be wondering, wait, am I missing something? Because you said that in this script we're only supposed to have one argument, and that was just supposed to be the data and not the player. So where'd you get that from? Well, when you're receiving data from the remote, from any remote event, you always have to have the player, because it's getting the person that received the data, which is very useful. So we're going to say if data is equal to, so data as in what we sent here, so if it's named fake name, then obviously we're going to load the fake name GUI. So you don't have to use my scripts. If you want, you can. So we're just going to say, and we're going to say player.name, because usually when you have a module, you have to type in a name like this, but we want it to be whoever clicked it. So we're just going to say player.name like that. And the fake name, the data, is what we sent over from the remote event. And we could just copy and paste this, because we have 4 buttons, and the final one is going to be R6. And so like I said before, copy and paste this. Copy, I don't need to copy and paste it, that's pretty easy. I'm going to type this. We are going to insert this. Sorry if this video is kind of long, I'm trying to be as quick as I can, not like make you confused. Everybody's been asking me how to make an R6 button, so I'll show people that. So this was made by Tifus. I'm just going to credit Tifus. If you do not know who he is, he's a popular guy. Created a cool server-side thing. And we can have this set to R6 or R15, but if you just want it to be R6, then just say R6 as the first parameter. You could use this script, definitely. I recommend it. It's a very nice script. This is the R6 loader, so I'm just going to do this. R6 loader. This loads the R6 script on your character. So now, like I said before, we just have to do player.name, and boom, now when we join the game, our character is going to be converted into R6 mode. So that is going to work out handsomely. Here's the Minecraft map and the UTG, which I uploaded, converted myself. Please go watch that video and use it. Thank you very much. I might link that video in the description if I remember. UTG script, like I said. Please go watch that video. Link is in the description if I remember it. You could just find it on my channel. So like I said, we're just gonna say player.name. And if you're wondering why I haven't said player.name for this, because this is just how the script comes. There really isn't no player.name parameter in here, so don't worry, don't get confused by it. But now we've finished 2/3 of it. Most of our GUI is finished. Now let's go test it out. Alright, so once you test this out, obviously we're in R15, so this sucks, but now once we click R6, boom, we are converted into R6 mode. Everything works beautifully. So if we do the fake name GUI, click that, and boom, it shows up for us. And now we could say, yo, bro. It's gonna show up in the chat like that. We can have the UTG. We got UTG now. So if we type in our name, you can follow me if you want. Say Killbot. I haven't used this in a while. Oh, I think this might be broken. Crap. Yeah, it's really nice, actually. Really nice. We could say my name here. I don't even think you need to type in a full name. And we could just say might say that in the chat. I'm trying to find something. We got Bonsai Bazooka. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's loud. That's loud. That's loud. That's loud. Anyways, so we got a lot. We also got Minecraft. And now we're gonna upload this to a server side. So everybody, this is where the part might get confusing, especially if you're new to making this kind of thing. So we're gonna say main module. Alright, so what I just did was, you want to go to workspace, and you have to go to workspace, I think. You want to enter a module script, and when you do, you must rename the module script to main module. And then you want to take that GUI you made, and you want to drag it inside the module script until it's inside it. And now, inside the module script, this is where things could get confusing. You want to say function module. You want to say colon or dot, whatever your choice is, and like I said, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna call the module a random name. Let's say YouTube, and so pretty much what this does is, if you haven't saw my last video and you need explaining, we're pretty much, when we execute the script, it is going to look something like this. Require, and then it's going to show the asset ID. I'm going to say colon, because that's what we made it right here. Ignore the module part. Colon, and then we're going to say YouTube. And that's what I set this. You could set this to whatever, but when you execute it, it must say that. And if you want, you can have it, I think you can have it as an underscore. Yeah. If you want, you can have it as an underscore, maybe a dot, like a period. I think I did a colon last time, so I'll do a period this time. But you must have in the first parameters player. And now we have this situated. So we're going to say player equals game dot players colon find first child. I'm going to say player. And pretty much what this does right here is, when we execute this, this is going to be our username. So my username on Roblox is airballxd, and this is going to be our username that we're picking out. Yeah. So we have to have our username so the GUI can reparent itself into our player GUI. So we're going to say if player, then we're going to say script.tutorial clone, and we're actually just gonna I'm gonna say clone.parent equals player.player GUI, and boom, we just finished this, and now it is going into our player GUI. So in order to actually get this to work as a fully functional script, we have to upload this to Roblox. Now you won't be able to see this on my screen because of my recorder, but you want to right click. So right click the module, and then you want to go down, and you might see something at the very bottom of the options, save to Roblox. Click save to Roblox. Now listen very closely, because people have problem with this. You will see the asset configuration page. You can name it or do whatever you want with it, but you must scroll down, and you'll see an option that says allow copying. I'll show a picture on my screen. You will see an option that says allow copying, and you want to click. You want to turn this on. So you want to, if it's off, you must turn it on, or the script will not work, because that is how Roblox is. Scripts won't execute unless if you have allow copying turned on. I don't know why, it's just some Roblox thing. So then after that, click submit, wait for it to upload, and then it should give you a link, and this link will have its ID. Now the ID is very crucial, because you'll be needing this ID so you could execute your script hub with the server side. So click the little blue link and go into your URL thing, and then copy the number ID, and this is mine. And yes, you guys can use the script if you want to. Anyways guys, that is pretty much the end of it. You've just officially made your server-sided script hub. That is pretty cool. You could execute it on any other server-side GUI you like. And anyways guys, thank you all for watching this video. It was a blast. And anyways, if there's any comments you need help with or anything that you cannot understand, please tell me in the description and I'll try to help you. Anyways, if this doesn't work right here, just a little heads up, you could just say local GUI equals script.tutorial GUI clone GUI.parent equals player.player GUI. That is pretty much what you can do as a replacement, but make sure you resave this to Roblox again. But like I said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later for another. If you guys, oh yeah, one last thing, if you guys have any video suggestions, please let me know in the comments, because I do read the comments and I get notifications from you guys. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.